God's mission embraces care for the total human being, body, mind, and spirit, as well as His creation. This was demonstrated in Christ's compassion and loving service for the sick, the poor, the hungry, and the oppressed, and it remains central to the life and work of our church today. As the people of God, we have a duty to follow the example of Jesus and to be a beacon of light and a sign of hope in the world. The multifaceted operations across the diocesan network are coordinated by a small staff at Church House, the administrative center in Kingston, which serves all stakeholders, ordained ministers, church workers, and members of the laity.
The Diocese of Jamaica and the Cayman Islands comprise 155 churches, 87 missions, 65 chapels of ease, within 75 cures, 15 deaneries, and 3 regions. These churches are managed by 3 bishops, 3 archdeacons, 14 rural deans, and 53 rectors or priests in charge. We have assistant priests, around 4 deacons, 37 supplementary priests, and 6 church army officers. I would call it the service center. And Church House is there to assist the diocese at all levels of the structure. Church House consists of several divisions and departments. We have the accounts department, Department of Mission and Ministry, the Jamaica Church Missionary Society. There's a property development unit. There is the Information Technology and Communication unit, and the General Administration unit, which would include our insurance unit. And the other department we have is the Educational and Youth Department.
The Education and Youth Department includes 3 divisions: Christian education, youth, and schools, which foster spiritual development among members of all ages.
The Education and Youth Department is vibrant, and we invite young people to participate in the activities for your own growth and spiritual development. Christian education is part of the church's mission in forming, equipping, and nurturing people of faith. The Department of Christian Education and Youth in the diocese offers a number of programs and activities to facilitate the spiritual growth and development of its members. In keeping with our mission and vision statement of engaging, educating, and empowering clergy and laity alike, youth, adults, and children, we work towards helping each other to live the life of faith, loving one another, transforming communities.
The Anglican Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands boasts a rich legacy in education, which dates back to the 18th century. Stewardship of the more than 200 basic, preparatory, primary, all-age, junior high schools and 11 high schools which the diocese owns and operates is a responsibility which it takes very seriously. Apart from the teachers' salaries, the church is responsible for all other aspects of the school's management. Its only tertiary-level institution, the Church Teachers College in Mandeville, has maintained an excellent standard in the training of teachers and other professionals for the workforce since its inception in 1965. The main objective of these institutions, for which the Director of Schools in the Education and Youth Department has oversight, is to offer a balanced curriculum and quality education that will contribute to the development of citizens with strong Christian values.
In the division of schools, we assist our schools in creating the kind of ethos that we would like to see, which would encourage parents to send their children into our Anglican schools. In order to do that, we train members of the school boards of management. We conduct workshops for our teachers. We provide a limited amount of assistance with materials. We help to provide them with facilitators for professional advancement workshops. We go in and we visit the schools, see what is taking place in them, and assist them where they need help. Our schools, for the most part, have been doing very well, especially our high schools. But we need to place much more emphasis on the primaries and the early childhood institutions. The prep schools, too, are sought after, and they continue to do very well.
The Anglican Youth Fellowship, the AYF, which falls under the department's portfolio, is the most active youth organization in the diocese. It caters to persons between the ages of 12 and 25 and has nurtured many of the present leaders in the diocese. Spiritual retreats, a Bible quiz, sports day, and the annual youth rally are among the many activities which enable our young people to develop and creatively express their faith in Christ. For persons over 25, the Anglican Young Adult Movement, AYAM, provides an opportunity for continued spiritual growth and enhanced participation in the Church's ministry.
I've been involved in youth ministry from as early as I knew myself. Coming up through Sunday school, then to AYF, and moving on to the Young Adult Movement. But the question I think I should answer is what has kept me? And what has kept me most is the fellowship. I like the persons when you go into an Anglican church, they take you and they mold you. And it just offers you so many opportunities to expand yourself, so many ministries, to the youth ministry, to the Sunday school, music. If we're not passionate about it, then it won't go anywhere. We have to know Christ and to make him known, as we say in the youth fellowship.
Integral to the department's work is the publication and dissemination of promotional posters and educational materials, which focus on Anglican beliefs and practices as well as daily life challenges. Our diocese is a pioneer in the delivery of private health care through the Natal Hospital, which has been in operation for more than 90 years. Widely known for its high-quality maternity services, the hospital offers a full range of diagnostic and treatment services, as well as long-term accommodation for the elderly. Spiritual formation is critical in sustaining God's people and the ministry of the Church. And the Church also finances Anglican students pursuing courses for the ordained ministry at the United Theological College of the West Indies. The Hillcrest Diocesan Retreat Center in Brownstown, St. Anne, which is subsidized by the diocese, offers accommodation for quiet reflection, study, prayer, worship, and meetings. The Jamaica Church Missionary Society, JCMS, is one of the channels through which our diocese is fulfilling this duty. The JCMS support for mission work across the diocese has transformed the lives of countless persons. The society, which is funded by contributions from missions and churches, also helps cover the day-to-day expenses of the 3 diocesan children's homes. These are the Wortley Home for Girls in Constant Spring, St. Andrew, the Clifton Boys Home in Darlaston, Westmoreland, both of which are being rebuilt following fires, and the St. Monica's Home in Chapelton, Clarendon.
I'm Delete Howell. I'm 22 years old and I am a former ward of the Berkeley home and now I'm a resident. I'm pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing at the University of the West Indies. When I started at the Berkeley home, I was 14 years old and I recently transitioned from another home there. It was, for me at first, it was a different environment and I was not so open to adapting to it. But then over time, with the love and the appreciation from everyone, I grew to start opening up and adopt it. The Berkeley home played a major role in my life. I was given many opportunities. They ensured that I go to school every day, my school fees are paid, I get emotional support. Just the fact that I was not home, but I felt like I was at home.
It helps to cover the cost of various programs pursued by students at the United Theological College of the West Indies, the UTCWI, as well as the establishment and maintenance of missions such as the conversion of St. Paul in Greater Portmore and Longville Park in Clarendon, for which a house and land have been purchased from the National Housing Trust.
Why I really come here because it educates us and helps to teach us things about God, and even stuff that I didn't know I learned today. Even in fact, the Sunday school that we come here, that all of us come to, is really helping me, myself, to bond with Jesus Christ.
The St. Albans mission in Denhamtown was restored for more than $6 million as part of a missionary initiative by the Diocese and All Saints Church following the security operations in the Tivoli Gardens and Denhamtown communities in 2010. The Society's ministry is supported by the Church Army, whose members are trained evangelists. They assist in conducting mission activities and serve as chaplains in schools and hospitals, and also as social workers. This small band of church workers has been strengthened by associate evangelists, the first batch of whom were commissioned in 2014 and are assigned in their home cures.
Church Army Jamaica is the evangelistic arm of the Diocese of Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. Our focus is in fulfilling and accomplishing the mission of this diocese and ultimately God's mission at work. There are 6 female officers and 1 male who are full-time, and there are 11 associate evangelists who were commissioned in 2014, and we have 12 more in training now. Our work covers school chaplaincy, hospital chaplaincy, and children's homes, also parish ministry. Our job is to bring in the last, the least, and the lost into the church, hoping that the congregants will welcome them, walk alongside them, and keep them so they will learn and understand what the love of God is.
The Curcio movement, a worldwide association introduced to the diocese in 2008 and supported by spiritual advisors from local clergy, is another program aimed at fostering ministry among lay people. Based on the example of Jesus, it allows adult Christian leaders to share experiences, receive spiritual direction, and gain new insights into the Anglican faith. There are now just over 300 male and female members of Curcio in the diocese. Several other lay organizations contribute to the work of the church at the local community level. These include the Women's Auxiliary, whose annual fundraising activities support the Pastoral Aid Fund administered by the diocesan bishop. This fund is used to assist cures in which the membership is unable to finance clergy stipends or special projects. Guided by its motto, Worship, Work, and Witness, The Women's Auxiliary also helps several diocesan early childhood institutions and other youth programs in the church. The promotion of Christian family life is the main objective of the Mothers Union, which has more than 4,000 members island-wide. The organization's flagship project is a parenting program through which child-rearing skills are taught to family members and caregivers who are responsible for nurturing children.
A Parents' Place at All Saints is a one-stop shop for parents. We're trying to, as it were, to stimulate and excite and get people involved in proper parenting. Actually, we've been certified since 2011 by the Ministry of Education. It's a place where parents can come for consultation, for seminars, and things like that. Things where they can get material and resource help in reaching out other areas where they need proper parenting or where they have certain issues. We sort of provide that type of service for them.
In keeping with their threefold pledge of prayer, study, and service, men in the Brotherhood of St. Andrew, the BSA, have been actively engaged in missionary work and project implementation. The BSA undertakes visitations, conducts worship services, and assists the less fortunate. The organization has also been instrumental in the establishment of several missions and is presently spearheading a mentorship program, sports competitions, and music training in several churches and communities. A 2-week music camp for children and a choir workshop are among recent initiatives spearheaded by the diocese to improve the quality of music in churches. The music camp, which was first held in 2014, provides voice training, and participants also learn to play several percussion instruments as well as steel pans. The choral workshop, led by noted choir director Mr. Donald Morris since 2015, has been well received by the approximately 100 participants from churches in Kingston and its environs, as well as Montego Bay. These outreach programs, clergy salaries, and day-to-day administrative expenses of the diocese are financed mainly by the contributions from member churches, which pay their share of the mission cost.
Total expenses of the diocese covers the following. 68% is used for salaries, allowances of clergy and full-time church workers and other administrative staff. The other 32% is used to fund the other functions of diocesan administration, including mission and ministry and theological costs, that's roughly 14%, synod, provincial, and the costs related to the province of approximately 8%, utilities, taxes, maintenance, and insurance 6%, and other administrative expenses of 3%. These costs are funded by mission share contributions from churches, which represents 76% of the funding, and the other 24% is provided by other diocesan resources. You can therefore be very proud of our work and satisfied that the money is well managed and well spent.
The 1998 Lambeth Conference of Bishops described mission as God's way of loving and saving the world. Mission is everything that we do as a church: our worship, our stewardship and evangelism, education in our schools, our healing ministry, and our outreach programs. God sent His Son Jesus on a mission, and all of us as baptized Christians, young and old, male and female, lay and ordained, have a duty to share God's gifts to our church and to carry on this mission.
As Anglicans, we are part of a fellowship of churches worldwide and in our diocese. And this means that we seek to work together for the effecting of the mission of the church to which we are called. We are appreciative of the contribution which various congregations have made to this end, and we encourage you to continue your contribution, as you have seen in this video, the different ways in which your mission share has been used in the past and will be used during the coming year. So we encourage you to continue your support so that we can more effectively exercise the mission to this nation and the diocese. Thank you.